Alhaji Ntege Sebagala this week resigned from his position as Senior Presidential Advisor on Special Duties, commonly known as SEA. Sebagala said he resigned after realizing he was not doing anything but merely filling a position. The former Kampala mayor also apologized to the members of the opposition over his conduct and maintained he has returned to the fold.
The political relationship between former Kampala Mayor Alhaji Ntege Sebagala and President Yoweri Museveni could be headed to the rocks or even ended altogether after Sebagala reveals he has resigned.
We decided to resign as your advisor with immediate effect.
He was appointed Senior Presidential Advisor on Special Duties in 2012 after the Appointments Committee of Parliament declined to approve his ministerial appointment. Sebagala now says he is leaving the portfolio because he has realized he has not been doing anything.
Unfortunately, matters of economy, democratic governance, accountability have gotten worseness.
Sebagala abandoned the opposition ahead of the 2011 general elections after breaking away from the Democratic Party when he lost as president. He then formed the Liberal Democratic Party but decided to back President Museveni, being part of his mobilization.
Mr. President, the First Ladies, abakulembeze mwenna,
Sebagala has now apologized to the opposition in Uganda for abandoning the ship, but says he has returned home.
I wish to express my regret to all my supporters for having changed course from my original stand against the dictatorship and join it. This will never happen again.
He says he is going to choose any political party to join to work for change and that he will soon announce his party of choice.
We are trying to make sure that we collect everybody. This is a collective responsibility. We are going to just look like a rainbow. And we are trying to make it something which you umoja. Whatever how small you are, we want to have you get together, and then we work it out.
Sebagala was a staunch opposition DP member, well known for his mobilization skills. He, however, left the party after losing to Norbert Mao at the Mbale Delegates Conference. By press time, we could not get a comment from the president on whether his resignation had been received yet.
However, the Democratic Party set tough terms for the former senior presidential advisor, Alhaji Ntege Sebagala, to regain his membership of the party. According to DP President Norbert Mao, the party constitution is very clear, and their constitution is also very clear on a person who once formed his or her own party and an alliance with another political party, a category in which Sebagala falls. To Mao, if Sebagala is to regain his membership, which he lost after losing to him in the 2010 Mbale Delegates Conference elections, he has to first dissolve the breakaway Liberal Democratic Party he formed.
Decided to resign as your advisor with immediate effect.
Former Kampala DP diehard turned NRM mobilizer Alhaji Ntege Sebagala sounded apologetic upon resignation from his presidential advisor job, but his mother political party, the Democratic Party, will not easily welcome him back. Giving a number of conditions for Sebagala to regain his membership in the party, DP President Norbert Mao says the party constitution is clear on the matter.
Subject to the Democratic Party constitution, Haji Sebagala can rejoin the Democratic Party.
According to Mao, Sebagala can only regain his membership after dissolving his Liberal Democratic Party, to which he is president.
The right question should be, is Sebagala welcome as part of the opposition united front? The answer is an emphatic yes.
Sebagala formed this party shortly after losing to Norbert Mao in the Democratic Party presidency race at the Mbale Delegates Conference. The other challenge for Sebagala is that the constitution bars him from getting a top position from within the party after what he did to the party.
And the rules of how the high table is constituted are fixed by the party constitution. You don't determine who sits at the high table. Now, however much I love Sebagala, you know, the rules of the party are there and they are fixed.
Now, on whether Sebagala can fulfill the terms and conditions stipulated in the party constitution remains a guess. In his resignation speech, Sebagala apologized to the opposition for joining President Yoweri Museveni and said he would soon announce which political party he will join to work for regime change. Government this week on Friday revealed plans to take over management of all taxi parks and stages within the city to streamline operations within the taxi industry, with the anticipation to end internal bickering among rival factions on who should manage the taxi parks. With the takeover of the taxi parks by government, the onus remains squarely in the hands of the Capital City Authority, that's the Kampala Capital City Authority, KCCA, and police. Our senior reporter on KCCA Affairs, Stella Nabakoza, filed this report.
The management of all gazetted taxi parks in Kampala, with effect from tonight, ceases to be an affair for drivers as government takes control over the parks. This plan that brings the operation of taxi parks in the hands of individuals to a halt was announced by the Security Minister Muruli Mukasa following clashes between drivers' association leaders on who should manage the parks.
For now, Mayambala, Tapscom, these other fellows, security team, monitoring teams, and all the other smaller factions, let them stay put, let them keep out in the management of the taxi industry for now. We only expect to see the police and the KCCA officials running and organizing this service in the city.
All warring factions of taxi drivers have been ordered to refrain from demanding for any form of payment from drivers and conductors occupying any offices belonging to KCCA and manning entrances and exits to the parks.
We are not just addressing the symptoms, we are addressing the causes. The idea really is let's have a smooth, proper taxi service in the city, which does not cause headaches, is not confused, does not take a lot of time and money and cause a lot of grief.
That is the statement of government, and that is the position of government, like you have heard. So we in the law enforcement, you know very well, KCCA enforcement, now backed up by police, we are going to implement exactly that.
The affected groups include Tapscom, a 10-man committee that KCCA entrusted to collect revenue from drivers on its behalf, Uganda Tax Operators and Drivers Association UTRADA, led by Mustafa Mayambala, and others, a move some have rejected and instead demand KCCA to seek redress from court before dislodging them from the taxi business.
Kati gwe musito ina wosinzira kuyimiriza bukulembeze bwalondebwa bantu. Ekkubo kali osobola okuyita muri lirimu kugenda mu kooti kubanga gwe toli kooti.
The guidelines which has been issued by the KCCA does not restrain us from our work, because for us we were elected to lead drivers and conductors in Kampala and to make strategies for developing the drivers and the conductors. So these guidelines is just eliminating Tapscom group, because Tapscom was purporting to be the workers of KCCA.
But to a section of drivers, the move is aimed at infringing on their rights and are planning to meet Tuesday next week to chart the way forward.
Buses, lorries, tractors, all transport in the country of what is a new phenomenon we are going to follow, more especially as we are towards about 2016 and all of the challenges we have in the country.
Over 13,000 taxis were reportedly registered by KCCA in the city, contributing to 1.2 billion shillings as monthly revenue to Kampala Capital City Authority. The taxi industry over the years has been managed by UTODA until January 2012, when KCCA entrusted the business with Taxi Operators and Drivers Committee TAPSCOM, which has been disbanded. Stella Nabakoza, WBS TV, Kampala.